108-bit.
Good afternoon people, how you all doing? T6 Forum. Welcome to sunny London town. It's sunny, it's actually sunny out there, trust me. After a bit of an iffy weekend, but the sun is actually out. Now basically I'm sitting on Regent Street, uptown London, traffic as per usual, like nightmare. Then I thought, let's do a video intro. Well, probably for the Carista. I'm going to finish off this Carista video. It's not really a video series, but you know what I mean, get a video on it. Right then, hi guys, how you doing? It's another day, T6 Forum. Right, okay, so today's one, Carista. We've all heard of maybe VCDS or VAGCOM, something I've had for years and years and years anyway. And then you've kind of got other dongles that can plug into the OBD port and all the rest of it. So without getting too deep into the video, back in the day you had your diagnostic ports and you had OBD1 standard, OBD2 standard. You could kind of get plug-in units that just plug in and kind of just go along and give the basic OBD2 protocol readouts, give you a code, and you could have a look up the code. It was all kind of pretty basic, and there wasn't much brand specific details. The kind of manufacturers kept all the fancy stuff hidden. It was only, you know, really basic readout. Anyway, that was back then. Dealer tools, obviously really expensive. Oh, that'd be the phone, ignore that one. Dealer tools are obviously for dealers only, and then along come VAGCOM back in the day, which was a kind of third-party aftermarket, but it would almost give you dealer level access to all of the modules and coding and adaptions, all the rest of it. Anyway, moving forward into the modern era and the internet and all the rest of it, these clever guys, they work something out. The Carista guys, and I don't know if you can see that, but there you go, Carista. Now the clever thing with this one is it's a nice and cheap dongle, goes into the OBD2 socket under there, comes with an app that you can have on your smartphone, but the really clever bit, the app goes over the internet to them, and then you can do bits and pieces, basic fault finding. It will read out codes, but the really clever bit is the coding and the adaptions. They make it kind of idiot proof really. You just scroll through the list, oh yeah, I like the sound of that, click, done. You know, easy as that, super easy. Whereas with VAGCOM you need the leads, quite expensive, you need the software, you need the laptop, you need to kind of roughly have an idea of what modules and you know what you're doing, all the rest of it. But it was quite expensive. I think the lead when I got it was about £400, something like that, yonks ago. For the even now they're kind of doing it for a domestic one where you get up to 2 or 3 VIN numbers, and if you want the pro level one for unlimited VINs, they still want you £400 or something. So anyway, we'll leave it there for the minute and we'll see what it's all about. Right, so this is the unit, this is how it comes. £15 off of Amazon, fantastic price. I think I paid more than that for my cheap eBay Bluetooth one that works with the Talk app on the phone. That's quite good as well actually. What do you get in the box? Not a lot, that's it, just the dongle. There you go, nice little white plastic thing, and that just plugs into the socket. That's all you get with it. The only other thing, you just get a link on the side there for downloading the app on your Apple or Android device, whatever. I'm Android myself, so I've got the app on the phone, and I've also got the app on the tablet just to make the screen a bit bigger. So this daylight sunlight thing is a pain in the butt. Well, anyway, this is where it goes. The purple socket up here, that's the OBD2 port, and you just basically plug it in there, get a red light. Obviously the OBD port's powered up all the time. I'll tell you, man, this camera's going to fall out. Why? Right, okay, so ignition on, you've got the Carista unit plugged in. Next, over to your, obviously download the app from the Play Store, and this is the kind of screen that you get. Don't know if you can see that there. Oh, there you go. Right, okay, so the three options. First of all, diagnose, just click diagnose. Let's go for it. Saying checking for faults. Now I know it's going to come back with no faults because I've just done this a minute ago just to go through it, and instead of pressing the back button I hit the delete button, which cleared all the codes. So there you go, you can see that, but no faults detected. Right, so I'm going to try and do this next bit with a voiceover. So what does it say there? Checking for fault codes? Yeah, I think so. We know before that they was all cleared out. I think that's what it says anyway. Yeah, there we go. 0 fault codes. That's because I deleted them. Right, so going back to the main menu, the next one is customise. You see that one here. When you click customise, it's going to basically go over the internet to them, download via the app all of the relevant protocols and whatnot, and basically interrogate the modules that you've got in your vehicle, in the van, and come back with a list of, as they call it, customizations, things that you can play with and tweak about. And then let's see how we're doing. 60% odd. This took a fair while. It's a couple of minutes, something like that, I think, a minute or so. Let's just wait for it to get to the end. Good opportunity to have a little sip of my tea here, if you can call that tea. Okay, it's just coming up to the end now. Now I've not got a very big screen here to see what's what. Won't let me maximise it. Okay, so here we go. Here's our first option. It'll take me way too long to copy all these out and write it down, so that's the first page, and then there you'll see me just scrolling down to the lower section. So all of these are options that you can choose. Here's the next option now. So we've got all of those there. Slide down, a couple more off the bottom of the page, and tweak about with them. Lights next. These are all the lights options. There's a few more off the bottom of the screen on this one. Yeah, there we go. There's a few extra ones. Next one, others, kind of randoms that don't kind of fit into the other category. But there's all of those. Right, now what did we come up with next? Right, so the next option is service, as we can see there. Same thing, it's going to scan through the different bits and pieces, see what we get. And that's quite basic. This is kind of for your third party aftermarket garage, and there you can see the resets there, so the service interval reset and the other reset. Detailed ECU information. This is it's kind of a very similar, so when you go in with VCDS and you kind of do a full scan of all the modules that are available in the vehicle, all of the kind of numbers and the adaptation values and the bits and pieces. That's why this one takes a fair while. It's basically going through all of the modules via the gateway. It's going to check to see which ones you have. If they ping back and talk back, it will kind of read the details, the adaptation and the coding values, and move on to the next module. The main list, depending on what variant of vehicle you have, say Caravelle for example, you're going to have a lot more modules than just the base panel van. So it's kind of interrogating all of the modules from the top of the list all the way through to the bottom of the list. and we'll give you a report back on what items you've got specifically fitted. It's a similar kind of thing to the VCDS when you do a full scan and save the scan, and keep that for future reference, so you can look back in case you change any coding. Then you can always go back to what you have originally. So it looks like it's about to finish, and this is my readout. So as you scroll down there, you can see the various parts, numbers, modules, coding, and you can export this as a text file and keep this for future reference. If you change anything, then you know what to do to go back to what it was. Now, what was the last one there? I can't quite see what it said there. Oh, okay, yeah, emissions test ready. So yeah, that's just basically all your emissions kind of readiness codes all there. Right, and that's that for that. Well, so kind of there we go. That was a brief rundown of Carista. As you can see, it's really kind of it's easy to use once you've got the app installed. It's just a case of click, side collect. I think looking at the subscription model, you might get a month free when you first register the unit, which you can play about with bits and pieces. That times out pretty quickly, obviously. I think in my case I chose the year subscription, you know, whatever, 30 quid or something for the year, but that's fine. And I believe that's tied to the dongle, like the device, so you can then go around all your mates' vans and plug it in and do all your bits and pieces. It's not tied to the VIN as far as I'm aware. Don't quote me on that one. VCDS, yeah, different thing. Various other kind of diagnostic tools, but just for a case of getting a dongle, £15, keeping it in the van. So your management light comes on, you're like, oh, panic, what do you do? Van's gonna blow up, whatever. Like, no problem, pull over, plug it in, fire up the tool, scan for the codes, Google the codes, you know, is it an EGR valve? Oh, okay, you know, no biggie. Is it a wheel speed sensor? Is it going to affect the ABS? Like, what's the severity of the problem? At least that way you've got some kind of background idea on what's going on, what the problem's all about. That way when you take your van into your dealer for your warranty, in warranty, out warranty, whatever, in the back of your mind you already know roughly what it's all about and what's going on. That way, if you know the fault codes are relating to, I don't know, say EGR valve again, and then they say, oh, your diesel pump's gone, or, you know, it's kind of one of them ones. But I think the main thing for Carista is, see a lot of the guys on the forum, oh, we've seen this thing like MPG large on the display, how do you do that? Oh, folding mirrors, I want folding mirrors, how do you do folding mirrors? Oh, comfort closing, I want the windows to go up when you press and hold the lock button. All these kind of tweaks and mods that can be done through Carista. You don't need VCDS for that. And I know there's loads of forum meetups and Paulie and all the rest of the guys, they can do it, but with Carista this is something that you could do yourself. And I personally think it's well worthwhile just to keep in the van, so that when you've got that engine management light come on, you can just go in there, scan for codes, see what it's all about. You know, maybe it's not super urgent, maybe you haven't got to go to the dealer tomorrow morning, maybe it can wait a while. But having said all of that, most of the new vans, well, they should all come with 3 years VW assist and warranty and all of the rest of it. But yeah, fine, you can get them come out next day, whenever. But with this dongle, you can go in and check yourself. There are other options. You've got the Talk app on the phone, and you can get like a, is it ELM 217 or ELM 127, whatever it is, but just a cheap Bluetooth dongle and use the Talk app. But again, that won't read kind of more specific codes. VCDS is another option. It's quite an expensive option, but that's quite a good bit of kit. Otis, but maybe you're not supposed to have that, so let's not go there. And then you get your other ones like the Snap-on diagnostic tool. I've got the Snap-on tool, it costs thousands. The subscription annually is just crazy money, and you know what, you plug it in, it can't do half the stuff that even Carista can do. Ridiculous, like for the European thing. What a waste of money, just absolute nightmare. Autel as well, I've got 3 Autel scanners. You're probably better off spending your money with them, but even them, you're looking at thousands of pounds for that kind of diagnostic kit. So for £15 for the dongle, just to read codes, lifelong, no problem at all. And if you want to pay the £30 or whatever it is for the year for your customisations, well worth it. Go out there, do it. Don't think I've missed anything. If I have, let me know. But apart from that, we'll leave it there for now. So welcome to the office. Still waiting for my cup and my sticker. Paulie, guys, you know, showing the love for the forum. But anyway, that'll do it for now. Love you all. See you next time. See you for now.